Hey, it's your boy J Hardcore Boxing News back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. You hearing the sound of my voice right now? That's letting me know you are having a good evening because God is giving you the opportunity to make it one more again. Yes, indeed. I hope everybody's had a fine and fabulous weekend and everything just went your way. How about that? And if it didn't, it went the way God wanted it to be. And how about that? We can't argue with that whatsoever. Hope everybody is fine, fabulous, and just having a glorious evening. You have showed up to the Old Timers channel, man. Yes, indeedy. And let me make sure I got my okay, cool. All righty. Yeah. Who we got in the building already? We got Showtime the guy. Pass is in the building. Say good evening, everybody. We got the Melon Queen 27 in the building saying good evening, Jay, old timers and hangout, family, pieces, and blessings. Yes, indeedy. We got Ace Boogie, Brother Love in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. And shout out to my mighty warriors. You know who you are. The Peekaboo Shorties. Yes, indeed. The ones that like to watch. Salute to you. Salute. Yes, indeed. Glad to be back in the building. Yes, indeed. Bear with me 1 second. All righty. And let me get my coffee. It ain't ready yet. I didn't push the button. All righty. Yes, indeedy, man. But you see what the topic is today. We're gonna talk about uh Beterbiev and Bivol. I think that's just an excellent fight, man. You got a guy that's 100% knockout ratio against a guy that beat Canelo. You know what I mean? And there's only two people have beaten Canelo. That's Bivol and Floyd Mayweather. You dig? So you definitely got a skillful fighter against a guy that is punching and has skills as well. So I'm very intrigued on this fight, and I love talking to the old timers and finding out what they think about this fight, man. Because they got that mind's eye, man, where they could just look at it and like, yeah, man, such and such still ain't got it yet. He this, he that, he this, he that. And I love, sitting back and listening to them. And then when they go at it at each other, it's always amazing. We got Stop the Motion MMA in the building. Salute. Got BNN Boxing News. He said salute to the old dudes. We got the Queen E in the building. Heather E, how you doing today, good sis? Definitely a pleasure to see you for sure. Without a doubt. But yeah, man, this particular fight, man, I'm extremely looking forward to. Definitely looking forward to, and can't wait to see how it actually happens. And they got Shakur Stevenson on this card as well. And he's fighting Joe Cordina. So that's going to be the undercard, you dig? Somebody on the show this morning said something pretty funny. And he was like, you sure you're going to be able to see the main card if Shakur is the undercard? Because he say you might be asleep by the time the main card come on. So I thought that was kind of funny for sure. I thought that was kind of funny because he said You know, Shakur will probably put us to sleep, man. I don't know why they so hard on Shakur Stevenson, man. All right, look like my coffee is ready. Hold on a second. All right, I'm gonna also put the link in the chat as well, because if you're 50 and over, man, you are definitely welcome to come on the channel. We don't speak to any dots. If you do come on, I must see you. I must see you. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat though. And if you're 50 and over, that's all right with me. Hey, Bernard, let me see your face real quick, man, because we've been having these guys come on that's looking like bandits now, man. They pulling their gizmos out on us and everything, and they make your picture look just like them. So I need to see you before I pull you on, because I don't want that to happen again. What happened to me before. Yes, indeed. All right. What we got going on? She said, good, good. How are you? I am fine. Demetrius Bright says, salute, gentlemen. Yeah, had to eat. They did. We had a show about a month ago, and somebody, when I clicked the picture, and the picture looked like somebody that's normally on the show all the time, but when we clicked it and brought the person on live, he pulled his gizmo out on us, you know. And I said, from now on, I just need to see. Yeah, I need to see you first before I put you on, man. You did, because I don't want that to happen again, man. And it was definitely an embarrassing feeling. You know, I don't even know what man would want to come into a predominantly live men's chat and, and uncover itself. I don't know. I don't know, but you got people that do crazy stuff like that, man. I don't know. Station break me, please. You know, yeah. You got them Zeke the freaks. Got them Zeke the freaks, man. Yeah, creeps, right? Straight creeps, man. For sure. Straight creeps, man. So yeah, I just need to see your face before I put you on. You know what I mean? So I know that it's you. Because they'll even have your name and everything. You know what I mean? Your logo and everything. But nah, let me see your face real quick. Let me see it's you, brother. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, brother. Let me tell you something, man. A guy came on here the other day, man, did us bad, man. Can you hear me, Bernard?
What happened?
Well,
Yeah, I hear you.
he made an icon that looked like somebody that normally be on here. So when we clicked them,
Uh-huh.
the dude had pulled his joint out on us, man, and was beating it, bruh. Live. Yeah, exactly.
Boy, it takes all kinds, Jack. It takes all kinds, man.
Yeah, so for now on,
That's
I
when you
gotta.
know you made it.
I don't want to make it that way, bruh.
When people call in and do weird stuff on your show, that's when you know you made it, Chad. When they call and do weird stuff.
Yeah, that was horrible, man. That was an embarrassing moment, man. It was one of the, we do the Friday night, you know, we get together and drink and everything, man. And I'm thinking it's one of the guys that been on the show for a year now, because he used the guy's name and he used the guy's picture. So when I clicked it, I'm
Oh,
thinking
that's
it's
crazy.
him. Yeah, I'm clicking and I'm thinking it's him. Not at all, man. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. What you got going on, man? We ain't talked in a minute.
Man, I'm just back out to hip
Yeah.
hop. You know,
Oh,
it was good, man. Seeing a lot of
you was
nostalgic
at that.
colors.
You was at that. What is called the BBS reunion. Yeah,
I was
everybody.
down there.
With all the old cars, man, and everybody got the BBS rims on them. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had a ball, man. It was very nice, man. It was real nice.
What park was it at?
Drew Hill Park.
Oh, it's at Drew Hill, man. Okay, up in Baltimore. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, man. You know, I travel, man. I mess with the people who mess with me. So, you know, I'm real good with the Baltimore people. So I go up there and travel, have fun, man. I go up there, go to Philly. You know, I go places where you gotta go where you appreciate it, champ. That's the one thing I tell people. If they don't like you in one
Amen.
spot, don't force them to like you. Go where they
Amen.
appreciate you.
Amen. I believe that 100%. People gonna rock with you. They're gonna rock with you. That's just the bottom line. Everybody ain't gonna
So,
buy into you. I learned that. You know what I mean? Some people gonna buy
hey, that's
into
the
you,
beautiful part.
and some people ain't. You
That's the beauty of life, man. Free will.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, and God gave him free will to do whatever you choose, man. I like it. I like it. BBO Boxing TV. What's up,
Yeah,
BBO? Yes, indeedy, man.
man, they hilarious too. Them BBO dudes hilarious.
Oh yeah. It ain't real though.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yes,
They good
indeed.
people, man. They have me laughing every time I talk to them, man.
Yeah. Good peoples for sure, man. Good peoples for sure. I'm glad that he's on the JBT, man, without a doubt. Been a lot of back and forths, man. I've seen Brian Norman and Boots going back and forths lately. You know what I mean? What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
Um, I think both of them are world champions. I gotta respect them as that. I tell
Yeah.
people all the time, it don't matter how you got your belt. It's can you defend your belt. It's a
That's
lot of
right.
guys that it's a lot of guys that win a belt and their first defense they lose it. It's guys that been elevated to champions and then they defend it and they have long title reigns. So it don't matter how you got it. I tell people all the time, if my son was in a position where they elevated him, I wouldn't have no issue with that. You can be an email champion, but at some point you got to defend it. Then you a fighting champion. So, I hope they can get that worked out and they can get that fight. But like I've said in numerous times to a lot of different people, if they can't get it done for whatever reason, and Brian Norman is able to fight in a voluntary fight because this ain't a mandatory situation, we would definitely be interested in jumping in there.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I hope they can get it done. Because they're talking about a mandatory of Boots fighting Karen again. And I'd rather see him and Brian Norman get it on. They're gonna get it on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd rather
They
see a
both.
unification bout.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's getting. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because that's more closer to undisputed. You know what I mean? So I'm with that 100%. I hope the next person Tank fight be Baranchik. You know what I'm saying? Since he couldn't get Loma, go at the other guy for the belt. Why not? Hold on,
I,
let me bring this young guy in real quick, man. Bruce Gas.
J Hardcore and B Hack. Salute my brothers.
what's up? What's up, my good brother?
Bruce, you're looking younger every day, man. What you got going on, man?
Hey, I got the fount of youth at my disposal. You know that. I hang out with the old guys and I stay young.
I know that's right.
A lot of water.
Yeah, but water is I call it the water is the lubrication of life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Water
sir.
is definitely the lubrication of life. Hold on 1 second, man. Let me bring another young guy in real quick, man. Mr. Will, how
What's
you
happening,
doing,
fellas?
bro?
How y'all? How
Good
y'all
to see
doing
the
this evening?
fellas, man.
Yes, sir.
I apologize that I was not able to do it last weekend, but hell or high water, I was gonna make sure that I get it started this week.
That's right. I get it.
Yes,
Come
indeed.
up sometimes, you know.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
That's
indeed.
It's good seeing y'all, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, good to be seen, man, for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, me and Bernard was just talking about the back and forths that they had with Boots and Brian Norman Jr. this week, man.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to check that out?
Yeah. Well, I didn't check it out, but a buddy of mine was telling me about it. You know, I said, wow. So, I don't know. Y'all think anything might come off behind it?
Well, they made enough noise where it should be now.
Okay. Hopefully.
Yeah. We know how this game is, though.
Yeah, that's why. No doubt.
Yes, indeed,
Man. So, did y'all watch that debacle last night?
Oh my goodness! I was hoping I was hoping nobody bring it up.
No, I had to bring it up. That was that has to be the worst card I've ever seen in my entire life.
Damn.
Man, I'm done. I can't watch any more of them Floyd sideshows, man. I can't do it. Again, that's an hour of my life with his fight. At least I wish I could get back. I'm telling you, man.
That was the perfect storm. It was on a Saturday night. There was no boxing on whatsoever.
Right.
And I looked. I couldn't find. I was looking in Zimbabwe. I was looking in Asia. There was nothing happening last night except Floyd. Floyd must have paid the boxing world to lay low for the evening.
Yeah.
Well, he the only person I know that can exchange a referee. So if
As soon as I saw that, man, I said that looks like WWE.
I was ready to say that. Man. That's what it looked like.
They had a standby ref and everything, man.
Yeah, that was awful. That was awful. Like, come on, man. Then the fight itself was trash.
Oh
man, Floyd could have stopped him if he wanted to. Around the fourth round, he could have stopped him if he wanted to.
I know that. That's what
it looked like. He was carrying him, right?
Yeah.
When he did that flurry in the corner, and then it's like he eased up on the flurry. Like if I hit him with one more of these, he going out.
Yeah.
And then his trainer jumped in the ring. What was all that about, too?
Right.
Yeah. It was WWE at its best, man.
I was waiting to see the brass knuckles come out. You know, Gotti's old man pull out the brass knuckles, boom. Maybe Sammy the Bull come out from under the ring.
And then what you call him came in and told Floyd he want to fight him.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, he like, I need some money. I need some money.
Yeah.
I read about that fight being talked about too. That's already done.
Floyd better not.
It sounded like Floyd wanted to dismiss that as something I'm not interested in.
Yeah, I read something today where Floyd said, "Man, I would never get in the ring with somebody that's paved the way for me." Blase.
I respect that. I respect that. Some stuff you just don't do.
Ain't that man like 65, 70 years old?
No, ain't that. He's probably
he probably about 62.
63, something like that.
That's still
that ain't far from what the age you said. So I just think
no, not at all. Not
yeah,
at all. He
ain't around the corner from it. He just down the street.
Yeah. He definitely has his AARP card or whatever.
Man, he got a seat on the board.
For real.
There go my brother from another mother. I want to say happy birthday to Tim Layton, man. His birthday was yesterday. Salute to my brother. Salute to you, man. His birthday was yesterday. I hope you had all the fun you wanted to have yesterday, man. So salute to you. For sure. For sure. For sure. Yes, indeed. I see the mayor up in here, Kareem Hassan. What's up, Kareem Hassan? You definitely old enough, Kareem. Get on up in here. Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah, man, no boxing was on yesterday.
No, it was another card on. I didn't watch it because I was watching that trash. It was another card on.
Oh, you found one. Okay.
Yeah, it was another one on.
Do y'all feel those time for them to step Carmel up?
Matter of fact, it was 2 on because that boy, what's his name, fought last night, Chris Colbert. He had a card on too.
It was televised.
That was wasn't that Wallow and Gillies card?
Oh, I didn't know they televised that though. Greg Hackett had a fighter fighting on that.
Yeah, that was Wallow and Gillies card.
Yeah, Jabril fought on that last night, and Brian Jennings came back after 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he fought. I don't know if he won or not, but this is first time fighting again in 5 years.
But see, this is the thing, man. I used to like Brian Jennings, but he was always undersized.
Yeah, he was way too small. Yeah,
he was way too small for heavyweight. He was like a pound over the cruiserweight.
But it really wasn't no money there.
Oh yeah, he was tough though.
Definitely tough.
Yeah, I get all that, but I'm just saying he was too small. He was in the wrong way.
He was in the wrong, especially around that time. It was a bunch of giants, man. It was definitely a bunch of giants, man.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. Yes, indeed, man. So what do y'all think about Carmel? Is it time to step them up now?
Yeah. They can stop feeding him baby food now. I think he's ready for, I think, yeah. That's all.
That cat that he fought last night, he hadn't fought in 3 years. And his last 4 fights were no wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. I saw the brother's record and I said, so I went on and did a live throughout the Floyd fight. I said, this is just fun. Anybody want to join me? I must have had about 600 people that viewed the show. But anyway, man.
Wow.
It was funny, and I lost my train for a second. Cumul Odom, the dude that they fed him. It was I said, if this guy goes a minute, we're gonna go off the air. This guy's not gonna last a minute. I think it lasted about 40 seconds.
Yeah.
It was a beating, but the dude had no business in the ring. It proved nothing. Floyd just brought him in there to showcase his boy. I mean, it was a time filler. It showed nothing. I want to see him with some better competition, but yet I don't want to see him rush either.
Yeah, I don't want to see him rush. But
no,
come on, let's I bring a heartbeat in though.
Yeah, I was going to say a live body anyway.
Exactly.
Lose somebody with a pulse,
Yeah. Because it looked like he got the goods, man. It seems like he got the goods. I like to see what y'all see. Bernard, what you see? Does he have the goods?
No, it's no question the kid can fight. It's not even a question the kid can fight. I think they're bringing him along well. Honestly, I think they're giving him the fights that he needs to develop not just his pro game, but develop himself, his fan base. I do want to. I think we'll see the step ups at the time that his team thinks he's ready to step up. Hate to see him put the rush on him, and he might not have been ready for something. But I think the kid can fight. I think the only thing that can be a hindrance to him is height as he moves up in weight. That's the only thing I think could be a hindrance to him. But he's a good boxer. He's sound. I think he's still very young, so his adult power will develop with time. Maybe he'll develop into a tremendous puncher. Maybe he won't. Punchers are born. I mean, you can't create them; they're born. So if you can punch, you can punch. If you develop more power as you get older? Yes, but that time will tell that. I think the curse that I never wanted to see for other fighters was the Mayweather curse of comparing him to Floyd. Just like I wouldn't want to see the Gervonta Davis curse, somebody comparing somebody to Gervonta Davis, because what they've done is something that's lightning in a bottle. It doesn't come along all the time. Roy Jones, lightning in a bottle. So I think you just compare him to what he's able to do. I think the biggest thing I say for these young fighters and their teams, don't put the cart ahead of the horse. Let your kid fight in his generation. Let him beat the people up that he's supposed to beat up. Ray Leonard beat the people up that he was in the amateurs with. Roy Jones beat the people up he was in the amateurs with. Let him beat up the people he's supposed to beat up of his generation.
My question to you on that, Bernard, is, but when you're going for greatness, though, sometimes you got to go beyond that, though. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. No, I agree. You have to go beyond it, but not to put any fighter down. I think you can see greatness even before it steps in the ring. You didn't have to see Ray Leonard fight as a pro to know Ray Leonard was great. Not just good. He was great. Mm-hmm. When I look at a lot of these young fighters now, I see good fighters. I don't see great. I don't see legendary moment greatness in them. I see great fighters. When you look at, I say in the last maybe 10 years, you can't name 10 fighters that you say are legendary fighters. They're good fighters. They're good, but they're not legendary. If you look at Roy Jones, even if he didn't fight James Toney and didn't go to the heavyweight division, he was still a great fighter. You could see it. You didn't need him to step in the ring to show it to you. I just don't think a lot of them meet that measuring stick. I think part of it is because the time that we live in now, with the social media and everything, you kind of see things from different perspectives, as opposed to the only time you saw guys back then is when they had to put it on the line. I think now every gym, everywhere people train, whether it's security camera footage or whether it's, footage somebody record, it's out there, and we don't give the same level of respect to sparring is sparring and fighting is fighting. It's like everything is jumbled in one. So I just don't see that greatness piece out there. And it's part of what me and you talked about when you look at the ones who really taking chances. Mm-hmm. It's not a lot. I think when Tank was getting into the midst of his career with Mayweather, people don't understand Pedraza was the man. When Tank fought him, Tank beat him. Might have been a little early, but great fighters. When you look at some of the especially some of the young Mexican stars like Canelo, they took chances early. But now you see guys that's 19-0 and you can't name a damn soul they fought in 19 fights. You see a guy that 23-0 and you can't name a single person he fighting, and they got him fighting in 10 rounders against soup cans. I ain't asked you to fight the greatest fighter in the world when you get to 10 rounds, but don't come in here with guys that we already know the outcome before the fight happened.
Brother Umar, how you doing today, brother?
What's up, y'all?
What's that?
I really missed last week, man.
Yeah, I already apologize, man.
Don't let it happen again, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to find a co-host for the days that I can't make it. So no matter what, the show still goes on. How about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't do it without you, man. Can't do it without you.
Hey, man. But yeah, man. One thing, I seen something today. I was watching something, and it wasn't even boxing related. And it says something to the effect, you only get better when you go against people better than you. You know what I'm saying? And that statement stuck with me, man, because I put it right into boxing. It wasn't even a statement for boxing.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because Canelo became much
Right.
better
There you
after
go.
fighting Floyd Mayweather.
But he took that chance.
There you
Well,
go,
you
right
see,
there.
there's a saying that I heard a long time ago, and it says, in victory you show talent, but in defeat you show character. And these fighters today, they're afraid to get that. Oh, you know, they don't understand that that's not the end of the road, bro. That's only the beginning of the road for some people. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that joint is more like who you know instead of who you are. And in this world we live in now, especially it's that Floyd Mayweather effect. I keep saying it. If you lose your they almost say your career over. And I've heard it too many times. Man, he lost. Man, it's over. He's done. He's damaged goods.
Because of the Floyd effect. Right.
Yeah, I hate that narrative,
That's
man.
not
Because
right.
we got disposable fighters now.
Yeah, that's not
You
right.
know, you can just throw
No,
a fighter away now.
Yeah, that's
Floyd
not
what they
was a
doing.
great fighter. I don't care what you say. Floyd was a great fighter,
Oh yeah.
and he fought.
We
He
agree.
fought everybody that was there for him to fight. So we can't really put him in that category. It's just that he did things to make money. He made more
he
money
didn't
than
fight
a lot
him
of other people, man.
to fight him, Mom. He let a lot
Huh?
of people, he put him on the way up or the way down.
A lot of catch weights, a lot of clauses in it,
Yeah,
a lot of
man.
rehydration. I mean, you know, Floyd Mayweather was a great fighter, but all-time great, man. Maybe in the top 20 in my book.
I mean, I think overall for his complete career, I won't try to cut careers up. I'll say for his complete career, what he did, how he did it, the way he took I don't look at his fight and say he took the big risk. He took the big risk when he left Top Rank. When he left Top Rank and he knew he had to beat Oscar, who was the man at the time, he took that risk. So, you know, I look at what he did as a whole when I compare careers, and I have to say for the whole, he was the best fighter ever, because a lot of our great fighters, they gave us great fights. They gave us legendary nights. They made a lot of money. But at the end, it was the same old boxing story. They retired broke and destitute.
Right.
Floyd didn't do that. Floyd didn't do that. No, I'm saying for the big story of the majority. If each one of us put up a top 10, 7 out of our top 10 probably were broke when they finished.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Floyd brought an influx of money into the game for the fighters. You know what I mean? Because the managers and the promoters and the platforms been making all the money.
Yeah.
Floyd did the what you call them game. If a nickel bag got sold in the park, Floyd was in on that bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He made
He
sure
did the
he got
boop-bop-bang.
paid. Yeah, yeah. He made sure he got paid, and rightfully so, because he the one taking the shots.
Right.
Only thing he didn't do is put a disclaimer on there. Every single fighter, belt or no belt, cannot do that. You have some guys that are who they are because they have the belt. The minute they lose it, nobody cares. That guy cannot command $25 million. Yeah. He can't command it. You will have some guys that is the champion, but the challenger brings a bigger piece of the pie to the table. He gets more. I mean, it's just, I think that's the piece what they missing. You can't compare yourself to Floyd in one section and then don't compare yourself to him in the other section. You got to compare the whole process. People don't give Floyd credit for being Floyd Mayweather Jr. Right. He went through the metamorphic changes. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather Jr., Money Mayweather. He redefined himself. He always was changing himself to make the next level. Most of these guys, they the same guy they came in as 10 years later as the same guy they are now, but want you to view them in a different light. It doesn't work like that. It's called sports and entertainment, not just sports.
But see, they didn't really learn the business. That's what the problem is.
Correct.
And now, you got to know the business. You got to know how to sell yourself. And, you gotta demand what you need and what you want, and especially if you can fight behind it, then it can't be refused.
Yeah, just a lot of them can't fight behind it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
My question is, do you think we'll ever be able to see that type of money again from one fighter?
yeah, yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't
yeah.
either.
Well,
Not with the piracy and everything, man. Things are being stole. The fights are being stole so much now
Watch
that
it.
I don't think you can get all that money taken. I mean, you can make that type of money. We're talking about when him and Pacquiao fought. They brought in almost $1 billion, man.
But that was still in the piracy age, so I can't just put it on piracy because that was still in the piracy age. I just don't think the fighters have that flamboyant personality, and they had the talent and ability to back it up. It just they have the flamboyant personalities on social media, but then when they get to the point where they got to fight, they don't bring that same guy to the fight. Floyd brought that same guy to the fight. That's the difference. And I think Tank brings that guy to the fight. Roy Jones brought that guy to the fight. James Toney brought that guy to the fight. But these guys nowadays, they ain't bringing that to the fight.
They brought it. They was for real what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many of them, man, that you can look and say that, yeah, he won't win that fight.
Yeah. They got manicures now.
Right.
Hey,
yeah, they got manicures.
You can look at Ray Leonard was a star.
Yeah.
That was a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Inside and outside of the ring, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And it wasn't no joke. He was Ray could fight for real.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
Yeah.
Ray
could fight for real.
Fight.
Yeah. And there ain't too many. I'm up there that see, Ray didn't have really many flaws, man. You know what I'm saying?
And he had a dog with him.
And his prowess and his ability, overcame a lot of adversities, man.
I was gonna say
and he had the heart.
Was when he fought Tommy Tymers. This is no lie, y'all. The big flaw I saw with him was in fighting Hearns. Again, a really tall guy, because he never fought anybody that tall through his career. Was he didn't know how to gauge distance. He fought the wrong fight against Hearns. That's how his eye got damaged like it did.
He stayed in front of him.
And he should have been on him like chess heads, man. He just he fought him at a distance as if he was the same height as Hearns, or he was as long as Hearns.
That's what I'm saying. He stayed in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And I was surprised at him at that level in his career that he did that. And he did it the second time out too. He never
and you know how he won those fights? Sugar Ray Leonard, he was a finisher.
Yeah.
When he got you, he went for the kill. And that's why people thought, how would it go between Floyd and Sugar Ray? I saw Floyd Senior fight Sugar Ray. And I think it would have gone like that, but also if Sugar Ray fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. and he had hurt him, and if he had hurt him like Shane Mosley hurt him, he would have finished him.
He'd have finished him off.
He'd have finished him off. Yeah.
And his power carried all the way. 15th round.
Yeah.
He was still punching.
Yeah. So that's why when people say Floyd would take Sugar Ray, I mean, damn.
No, that's bull.
It's a famous fight, so nobody's right. But man, just go look at some YouTube films and check out Sugar Ray.
Yeah, I can't.
Sugar was the man. I can tell you that he was the man.
And
Go ahead, Bernard.
What made them special? You got to think. How many times will we see a 23 and a 25-year-old at that point in their career take that chance on fighting each other? Right now, you're not going to see that.
Nope.
And promoters
not going to let it happen.
And we talk about a loss. We talk about a loss hurting somebody's career. Tommy Hearns took that loss. He went on to win 5 more world titles, 5 different divisions. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Hey, speaking of Tommy Hearns, man, where that thing at, bruh?
Oh, you want to see that?
Go get it, man. Go get it.
I'm gonna have to put my white gloves on for it though, because I don't want to put a smooth mark on the case.
Tommy Hearns just sent him something directly. You know what I mean? So I wanted y'all to check that out.
It wasn't a pair of drawers, was it, man?
These was the ones I won the championship fight.
I whip right ass in these.
Look, he never washed them, man. He never watched him.
Man, y'all crazy as I don't know what on this show, man. Y'all is crazy.
I don't know where your rotten minds are.
Y'all crazy as the day is long on this joint.
You wrong for that one, Marv.
Yeah, that's the problem. We'll never get to see those type of fights like that with two of those guys in their early 20s that wanted to fight each other like that at their best. It didn't hurt neither one of their careers. It didn't hurt either one of their careers.
And we couldn't wait for the rematch.
Yeah.
And
well. Here's the thing. Now, I think that there are going to be a lot of the fighters.
There it is. Autographed glove.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
The Hitman sent that to him, man.
I know this.
Came last week.
It came last week, and he also said that he would have personalized it, but he said after I die, it'll be worth more money if I just sign it. Imagine that.
Wow.
It kind of put a chill to my spine when I heard that. I said, "Oh man, that's
he gave you a retirement present. That's a hell of a thing."
And I built this case, this lucite case to put it in.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's definitely a treasure, man. You know?
Okay.
I know it might not matter to you, sir, but if I was you, I would definitely get it authenticated before he passes away, because that makes the value of it hold even more. Make sure it's authenticated.
Yeah, get it authenticated. That's right. Yeah.
I got the text. How about that? Would that be authentic enough?
Nah,
they probably can call. They'll call him. Those people got his number. They'll call him and verify.
Yeah, the authenticators will call him and they'll get him it's a letter of authenticity that they'll get him to sign. That's all it is. It's just authenticating.
Yeah, man. No, I'm not going to go that far. Believe me.
He went that far to send it to you, champ. That's a hell of a thing.
Oh man, but to me that would be an insult, bro. That's almost like saying I don't believe that's a real Thomas Hearns signed glove. I'm going to go get an expert to verify.
Not you or Tommy Hearns. It's just if it ever went up for auction, it just holds.
You mean like when you go to the pawn shop, they bring in that expert to check the signature and everything.
Yeah, that type of stuff. Yeah, authenticated.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that because he also sent me 2 autographed pictures. You know, one is sitting above my shoulder there, the other one, and those are personally autographed. And he sent me a hoodie and he sent me 2 T-shirts. So man, you know, I'm like, I'm number 1 Hitman Hearns fan right now, brother.
I know that shouldn't change. That shouldn't change ever. I was at before my son turned pro. I was at an autograph signing that Floyd was doing, and he signed probably about 400, 500 belts and gloves, and they had an authenticator sitting right there. They numbered everything and all that stuff, man, because they know it might not even be in our lifetime, but that stuff hold up 100 years from now. Somebody be talking about this is authentic, and that it's crazy with it. It's crazy with it.
I got a $25 Mayweather and Pacquiao coin from the poker table, and they got both of their pictures on it. It's a $25 chip, man. I brought it home. I didn't even cash it in, man.
That's something to hold.
Yeah, I had that from the fight, man. I also got one with Bernard and Oscar, and a few others I got too.
Man, that's all right. That's all right.
I never saved anything till the last couple of years, but guys have been sending me stuff. You know, I go to conventions and I see fighters and I buy an autograph off them and stuff. But you know, lately, the past couple of years, I've just been accumulating a bunch of stuff, and I like to just nail it on my wall. My old lady's like, man, you took over my living room. And she's up there. But she's saying that, but she's banging nails up there too. But hey, check this out. See, I got a friend of mine. His name was John Rebecki, John the Bobble, we called him. This is back in the 60s. And he knew Rocky Marciano up in Brockton.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave my dad a pair of Rocky sparring gloves. And they were up in the attic. I went to my mom's house on Thanksgiving. And my brother says, hey, remember those gloves that John the Bobble gave Dad? I says, Rocky? He says, yeah. He says, I think they're still in the attic. So anyways, he gave me one.
Wow.
Man.
Wow. God damn.
Wow.
You know, that I'd have to get authenticated. I don't know if you get DNA out of it or what, but
It probably got a bunch of blood in that.
I mean, this is hard. You hit somebody with this, you might as well hit him with a hammer, baby, because that suck is hard. But yeah, this is the stuff that I accumulate, and it's cool. You know, so it's the brotherhood, and it's tangible, and you know, I can give it to somebody down the line, and you know, I found 300 boxing. My old lady found 300 boxing magazines from the 80s and the 70s and the 90s in the closet about a year ago. I don't even remember saving them. I was all fucked up back in those days anyway. I thought I left them in the bathroom. And she's like, hey, I found a couple of boxing magazines. She pulls out one, then she pulls out a box, and then another box. I'm like, holy shit, man. So we'll have to have an auction one of these days.
You let me know when you do.
Yeah, definitely let me know. I want to be there. Some stuff I want to grab.
Hell yeah. For sure. All right, well, I tell you what, man, we the topic today, man, we got a fight coming up, and I think it's a pretty good fight. It's going to be Beterbiev, however you want to call his name, and Bivol. They're going to be fighting October the 12th. And I just want to get y'all opinions on that particular fight or what y'all think, man.
I like the ball.
I like Beterbiev by knockout personally.
Well, tell you what. Tell me why, Mr. Will. Why you feel though that he will win this against Bivol?
Beterbiev is a grown man. He's a different kind of animal, man. You know what I've seen. He can box. They say he's old and all that is well and fine, but I haven't seen anybody put a dent in him yet. And now he got headbutted one time real bad and got his face split by the guy. What was that guy? Marcus Brown.
Yeah.
Marcus Brown was the dirtiest fighter in the game, man. He really was. And, you know, we haven't seen him in a while. He was a dirty fighter, man. He really was. But, I like Beterbiev. He's a dirty dude.
Marcus Brown was one of the mostly known fighter that he fought.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm saying, you know, like to me, he really hasn't proven himself to be that man, you know, because like I always say, man, he had a good matchmaker, man.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Tell us why you feel though that Bivol wins, Brother Marvin.
His skill level, and you know, he's a hard guy. He's getting low up in age, you know, but I think he got enough. I think he's going to expose my man.
Mm-hmm.
He's 33, and Beterbiev is 39, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's been verified this morning. You know, I've been hollering at the rooftop to anybody that will listen that Bivol going to win this fight by split decision. You know, that's my opinion on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stand on that.
I think it's going to be stopped on cuts.
Okay. Bruce Cass.
I'm so looking forward to this fight because I love the light heavyweights. I always have. There's been light heavyweight unifications throughout history that have been so highly anticipated. Like for instance, Michael Spinks and Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, and then was also Michael Spinks and Dwight Qualley. I mean, there's just so many fights all throughout the 175, and this one's coming to fruition. This is for all the belts. This is for IBF, WBC, WBO, WBA, and now the all of a sudden the IBO seems to be popping in there since ever since BoxRec stopped acknowledging the WBA.
I was getting ready to say they're getting ready to like abolish that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is as important as any of them because both of these guys undefeated. Beterbiev knocking out everybody that he faces. The guy had 300 amateur fights. He was he's got so many amateur accomplishments, and he was in the Olympics as a heavyweight. So, I mean, this is a dude to keep an eye on. Bivol just seems to win all the time. I mean, he beats everybody they put in front of him, and his style isn't really exciting to me, but he gets it done. He gets it done. And the last fight that he had in Saudi, he took on some undefeated schmuck. I don't know who the guy was, and he was real impressive. He knocked the guy out. Beterbiev is had a lot of wars, man. He's been through the ringer. He gets hurt a lot now. He fights once a year. We're all OGs. We know we wake up in the morning. Sometimes the knee's giving us hell, and we don't know why. It just happens. That's what happens when we get old, brother.
Yeah, I had that problem today.
We can go right around the circle, but we're all having that problem. And Beterbiev could have that problem. I don't know, man. That's why it's going to be such an interesting fight. Mm-hmm. Man, I'll tell you, this is a long card too. What are they? Nine freaking fights on this card, and then Shakur Stevenson to maybe put us to sleep before the main event. This is got to be a chore. This has got to be a chore to watch this entire card. But man, this main event is definitely marquee, high test. I mean, highly anticipated, and both of these guys are I mean, they're both undefeated. They're both carrying straps. I can't wait. I think Beterbiev. I go with the puncher, but Bivol doesn't get knocked out, man. He's real slick. So it's razor wire. But if you put a gun to my head, I'm going to go with Beterbiev just because I know John Scully. And Scully tells me this guy trains like a Spartan, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't even know who the rest of the guys are in his division. He just wants to win and he wants to fight and be with his family. And so I got to ride with a man like that.
Me too.
Okay. Brother Bernard, talk to me.
Hey man, I'm with Marvin. I think Bivol gonna win. Bivol, I think he's gonna win. I like the way he goes about his boxing or the business of his boxing. He stays true to his form. His condition is good. I think he doesn't try to be anything that he's not. He's continuously himself. But I do think that this is going to be a very good fight that will go to a 12 round. Like I said, I think it'll be a split decision, but I think Biv will get it.
What do he have to do, Marvin, to win this fight, though? Because he's fighting a dangerous guy.
Well, I'm saying the dangerous to who?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? In that fact, Bivol is dangerous. I'm saying I just haven't really seen him prove the stuff that he's the man. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, them matchmakers does some great stuff, man. But through Bivol amateur career and everything leading up to right now, I think that he's the most experienced one, and I think they can pull it out from his experience.
Okay. All right, Bernard.
Yep.
What do you see Bivol has to do to win this fight, man?
Maintain his integrity to himself. If he stays solid to who he's been being, don't go in there with let me try something new. Maybe it'll throw him off. I think they both know each other. They're experienced enough to where they can watch tape. Their team watch tape, and they're prepared. Be the best you. If he brings the best him to the table, and Beterbiev brings the best him to the table, I think Bivol just has a better him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm telling you, it's a fight I definitely want to see, man. I definitely want to see, and I hope it be all that we think it's going to be. I hope it ain't a cakewalk. I hate when it be those fights, man, and you think it's going to be everything, man, and next thing you know, we get how what you call him ran through Cool Boy, man. I just knew
I didn't expect that day.
I did not expect that at all, man. And then I
knew it was a power deficit there with Cool Boy, but Cool Boy usually he could box. I mean, the guy skills, and man, he got out quick. He got out punched. He got he got out boxed. He did everything better.
Yeah.
Sometimes them nights be like
that. one of them.
Sometimes them nights are like that before the fight. I tell you, I praise the matchmakers, man. They know what they were doing.
And then 3 days later, Crawford ran through Spence like X-Lax, man.
Yeah.
So, that was a hell of a week that week, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
a hell of a week that week.
Upset for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. If you bet on the storm of the 1889, every time you see a fight, you're gonna lose more than you win.
Look, when I think a fight is 50-50, I don't bet on it.
Right.
That's my rule.
Yeah.
That's my rule. I like sucker bets.
Yeah.
Give me a sucker bet.
When it come down to your money, you're 100% correct.
Right. I need a sucker bet, Jack.
And as I did say, Crawford was going to take that though, didn't I?
Me too.
Did I not say that?
You did say that, sir. You said that. I remember I came down to your gym and interviewed you, and that's exactly what you said.
Yeah, I was the same way. How I analyzed that fight, I said this, and I'll tell y'all again. I said the first time you see Crawford back him up, the fight's over. He started backing him up in the first round. I sat back in my seat, got comfortable. I said, this fight's over. Yeah. And that's exactly how it went down.
And then everybody was giving excuses up, the accident, this, that. You know, come on, man. You got ass for it.
Big part in that, Mom. I mean, getting thrown from a vehicle going over 100 miles an hour through the windshield, whatever the case may be, can't do you any good.
Yeah, well, it can't, but you know, like
maybe a bag of gummies. That's what I think he had.
Oh man!
So, you know, it was like that, man. Quit boxing. You know.
Yeah. Hard to say that when they paying you them big checks.
And then it's hard to say that when I watched them whoop 2 people before that, after the accident.
Well, you talking about Ugas. Ugas is not a big puncher. Ugas almost got.
But what I'm saying, man, you know, first of all, he had to get ready for the fight. And he was getting banged inside the head.
Ugas almost stopped him, y'all, in that fight. And Ugas is not a big puncher. Remember, he stopped fighting and turned his back like he was going to walk out the ring. And then
but he got hit with a shot you don't see. Anybody get knocked out by a shot you don't see.
Moment. I didn't like the way he behaved in that moment. That's all I'm saying.
But see, we got to understand how all of this stuff, man. They be getting hit on when they spawn, getting ready for the fight.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? The whole process is a dangerous process. You know, some people, you know, like get beat up in the gym and get injured in the gym and then fight and get injured even more.
But look, you know who's the guy who stayed away from that lane? That guy Wilder. I never saw him spar anybody. All he did was hit the phone thing that
Now he sparred, but the level of the people he was sparring wasn't real.
I never even saw him spar. He was
he sparred a lot of cats, Jack.
That new thing, whatever it was. I was like, come on, man.
If he sparred a lot and he made it that far, I think his coach was the smartest.
Yeah, everybody talk about Wilder, man, but Wilder became a multi-millionaire, man, and from driving a Budweiser truck to being heavyweight champion of the world for 10 years straight, man. Some crazy.
And he really turned pro to take care of his daughter.
It didn't say a lot about Wilder. It just said a lot about the heavyweight division.
Well, the heavyweight division was in Shitsville anyway. He the one that resuscitated it.
He resuscitated it, but I'm saying years ago back during the Tyson, Holyfield, even back to the Larry Holmes, any of that, he would have been a sparring partner at best.
Not even a good sparring partner.
That's my point.
That's true.
Man, he's the greatest quarterback to ever be heavyweight champion.
No, he was a power forward.
Yeah, but imagine
Not
what
when
he
he
could
played
have been.
football.
Imagine if he started when he was 7 or 8 years old, though.
I think he still
It
would
all
have got.
depends who. It all depends who was training him.
That's true. Yeah, because he had good training. Man, Mark Breland, a celebrated amateur, a world champion, and all that. And I'm saying this boy, once he got hit, would resort to windmilling every time.
Like I said, if you bet on every fight that he was in, you went to the bank more than you went to the bar.
Yeah, but Marvin said it though. Marvin said it. Matchmaking, bro. He had that smooth matchmaking. That's
That's
right.
right.
No, man, don't nobody care how they went to the exchange window when you cashed in a ticket. They went to the exchange window.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I watched all those defenses and I said, "Come on, you can't get anybody better than that, man. You can't get anybody better than that."
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel the same way about
Cats that I can't even remember names of anymore.
You can't sell me.
Y'all rough bunch, man. Y'all rough bunch.
Yeah, these dudes rough, man. They hard.
They rough.
Oh, truth shall set you free, man.
I'm fair, but I'm
Gotta
full.
tell the truth. Got to tell the truth, man.
I'm fair, but I'm
Tell
full.
the
All right,
truth.
well,
Coach
speaking
yourself,
about,
man.
okay, we want to talk truth then. We got Shakur Stevenson about to fight Joe Cordina. Okay, a guy that's coming off his last fight he lost. He's coming up a weight division to fight Shakur. What do y'all think? Is this a good decision or bad? Somebody talk to me.
It's going to be a good decision because Shakur is going to show off in this fight, man.
Yeah, he needs somebody to look good on. So
Yeah, he will show off in this fight.
I said he's gonna stop. I said he's gonna stop this guy. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
I'll give him the pass on this too, you know, because he can't get that fight with Tank. Bud couldn't sign that fight with Errol. He took Avedisian. Stay busy. That's the name of the game in boxing. You can't. I've seen fighters ruin their careers waiting for a fight to happen. Demetrius Andrade waiting for fucking Canelo. Charlo waiting for Canelo. I mean, these guys just they sat in the house. Let me finish, brother, because I'll forget, man. and so I gotta give Shakur Stevens credit, because if he just sat around and waited for Tank, he's not getting any younger, and he's a kid now. He needs to stay active. And this fight, even though it's a blowout, Joe Cordina got knocked out by a 130-pounder in his last fight. I mean, we're looking forward to this fight, not me, and especially before the Beterbiev fight. But I give him a pass. Stay active. He just signed a lucrative fight with Turkey Al-Sheikh. I think it's a three-deal contract. There's going to be a big fight in there, and they're not going to be long either. Turkey Al-Sheikh does not let these guys sit on the shelf. So let's give him a pass and move on.
Mr. Will.
All I was going to say was about Andre. Did any of you guys ever believe in Andre as far as being a real threat out there to anybody?
He's a good boxer.
He
was a good boxer.
He wasn't moved properly. He backed out of fights. He turned fights down. He thought he was worth more money than he actually was. People like that, it's like, man, if I could buy you for what you were worth and sell you for what you think you're worth, I would make a very huge profit.
I say that all the time. That's one of my sayings there. I say that same thing all the time about some of these guys. I like to buy him for what he thinks he's worth and sell him for, buy him for what he's worth and sell him for what he thinks he's worth. Right?
Make a little profit out of it.
I think it through, but I got it right on the first time. You buy them for what they're worth, and then you sell them for what they think they're worth.
Yeah.
Well, I think if he stops him, he stops this guy, because these days, man, the casuals rule. You hear the casuals' voice more than anything. Those are the ones that do the disposable athletes and everything. So if Shakur stops this guy, they're going to shout out. They're going to forget everything he did prior to this, Now he's a killer again, and they want Tank. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good move. It's a good move. I don't like it as, being a hardcore, but if this is going to get the shit back in the horse, let's do it.
And shit back in the horse.
He needs a win, man, and he hasn't lost, and that's crazy for me to say that, but he needs a win where people call it a win, man. People call it a win,
and
the real win would be him stopping the person to show some kind of power.
Yeah.
He's in a co-main event too, so people are going to be staying awake to see the Beterbiev and the Bivol fight. So he's not going to. If you go to sleep, shame on you. So people are going to be like this watching that fight.
Yeah. So if we can get a knockout right before the next fight, that's supposed to be a knockout too, I like it. I think this fight goes the distance though, but
big if though.
It ain't gonna go the distance.
Okay.
But if it do what?
It does. We move on to the next fight.
If you do, then Shakur's going to get the Somonex Award of the Year.
Wow.
Oh, you talking about the Shakur fight goes the distance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
I don't think that's a good. Ooh.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it probably will.
That's not a limb.
It's definitely not going. It's definitely not going to elevate Shakur on the people's poll.
But this would make guys nervous to do certain stuff too. That's why they sit and wait. If I win but look bad, it's actually better if I sit on the sofa than if I fight and win and look bad.
This is a showcase fight. I think he has to be good.
Yeah,
he has to.
But if he doesn't showcase,
if he doesn't, then it's going to be. Put this guy belt and put him in the Demetrius Andrade category.
Yeah, because if he goes the distance, they're like, "Yo, this guy just lost at a lower division." You know what I mean? And by then, that's not going to look good.
So how long should it take to get him knocked out before you say it shouldn't have went that far?
Well, I think if he looks brilliant, if he just engages, even if he doesn't knock him out, if he throws those lightning combinations, maybe knocks him down, just totally dominate. I'll take that. Yeah, I think he's going to stop him too, but I think he's got to dominate him from the first belt to the last.
I like this last fight, and people complained about that.
Once again, if he don't what round makes this fight? If let's say he gets a knockout, what round must he get a knockout in for it to elevate the conversation of him and Tank?
By the fifth round.
What was the last fight? Well, people gonna gauge it on when the guy got TKO'd in the last fight.
Nah, they're gonna gauge it even harder than that.
Well, I think that fight was over in the third.
Yeah, they're gonna gauge it. And my thing is, Shakur has been a consummate boxer. I cannot say anything other than he's been a consummate boxer. So if he continues to be just who he is, throw out the highs, throw out the lows, and he be who he is, what round does he have to knock him out in for people still not to say that wasn't good enough?
By the fifth round.
Okay, I got that. That's what I was trying to allude to. Like, what round do we accept a knockout in? If he fights him and knocks him out in the 12th round, are we still saying, "Oh man"? But he went.
Correction. He got stopped in the 8th round in his last fight against Anthony Kakasi. It was in the 8th
so
round.
what round do we look at now that we have to have him stopped in to make us say, okay, this fight is it?
Like what Marvin said, fifth round.
Yeah.
5th round. Okay, I see that. Okay, 5th round. If anything past the 5th round, it don't matter if he knock him out or not. We still gonna give him grief.
Right.
I don't think the casuals do.
Nah, they're gonna give him grief too because they already got the narrative built that he's a sleeper. He gonna put you. He already got a narrative of he's a no dose. You know, he'll knock you out without hurting you. So if that's the case, he in a situation where he got
knock you out without hurting
yeah. NyQuil, he just put you out. You know, you just go to sleep slow.
Yeah, sneak up on
Yeah,
you.
you know. So that and when you talk about that from the situation of trying to bid on your own situation, that don't help him, because once again, if you bidding on your situation and you were still a guy who they look at as a snoozer, then if I'm Tank's team, I'm saying, man, I can fight anybody and get this same amount of money. Why are you not taking what I'm willing to offer you?
Yeah, because he hadn't really proven himself to be in the ring with him.
Yeah,
so
do we even know if a contract been sent though? You know, we don't know if the contract been sent.
It don't matter if one been sent. If you don't get this boy out of here in basically 4 rounds, because you can't compare it to a dude that beat him at 130 because he got bigger. So if you don't get him out of there in 4 rounds, even if you win by decision and you look great boxing or a 9th round knockout, then once again, you haven't added any value to yourself. And in some ways, you may have decreased your value.
Nah, see, I disagree on that one, bro, because I thought Shakur just didn't appeal to fans in his last fight. His style wasn't exciting. If he goes 12 rounds and he dominates combinations, uppercuts, hooks, all his tools, everything in the book, and doesn't get the knockout, I don't think that's gonna make him go down in value at all, man.
But this is the same Shakur we've been dealing with since he turned pro. He hasn't done anything different. Not one thing has he done different. He has been consistently honest to himself, and we don't accept honesty.
Motown 909 says it's not that Shakur get the TKO stop. Plain Shakur is a boxer. Shakur goes in there and beats him up. Is that going to be enough?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, it won't be enough.
Enough for who?
The same people we praise. Yeah, same thing we give him praise for is the same thing he's gonna get discredit for. Shakur is a consummate boxer, great boxer, but nobody wants to see that. If you had 2 Shakurs and they had to fight each other, that would be the lowest rated fight in boxing history amongst stars. Because nobody wants to see it.
Shakur is a glamified amateur. That's what he is. He's still fighting that Olympic style. He just had to the.
But he mastered that. I gotta say, he mastered that to get to that silver medal in the Olympics. He mastered that. So to ask somebody, that's just like us. If we've mastered something and somebody tell us to do something totally different, we're gonna think they crazy. Why? I mastered this. It works.
It all depends on what you master in.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them Olympians nowadays who win gold medals don't pan out past that, because they mastered a style that's not built for the pros.
Shakur is a master tickle fighter. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You know who Shakur he reminds you of a guy. We were talking about top amateur fighters in the '76 Olympics. The '1 amateur fighter was a guy named Howard Davis Jr.
Yep, same way. Yep. That was a good example there. I like that. Because I was thinking about him when we were talking. Yeah, he crossed my mind.
I mean, this is a guy that won the top award for all boxers, the Val Barker Award.
The Val
Barker. For him to be the big thing, not Ray.
But he never won a world title. He always fell short. He had 2 world title shots. He never won a world title. He never fulfilled his promise. Nope. And like my brother B-Hack said, he died. I don't know if he's dead yet, but he doesn't have any money.
He died back in the 90s.
He died broke then, man. He didn't make any dough.
And these are the reasons why these guys won't take chances nowadays. One bad chance and you ain't made no money, then you'll never get your chance to make money, especially if you're a black fighter.
Yep.
They don't resurrect undefeated black fighters. They throw them on the scrap heap. And we as black fans don't resurrect black fighters once they lose. I ain't blaming nobody else. I'm talking about us.
Muhammad Ali, Thomas Hearns.
Look how far. Look how far you had to go back off the break to say a resurrected black fighter with a loss.
Well, that's because the fighters today, they're not taking a chance. You don't see any of them with a loss.
But they don't take a chance because that loss puts you in the cemetery.
I don't know about that. Okay.
Tell me who they resurrected. Tell me, I don't care what his age is, what black fighter.
How far back do you want to go, Bernard?
I don't want to go far back. I want to go back at what they're looking at now. For these young fighters
how
now.
How far back from now? You know what? Like you're talking the last 5 years.
Go. You can go back 25 years.
25. Okay. I'm trying to think of somebody that lost.
I say 20.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a name right now that lost.
Okay.
Back. Just for example, Lennox Lewis. He lost a couple of fights, came back, and got everything back 4 times.
Different era.
I think it went back 25 though. At least, right?
Oh yeah, I'll give you that. But I'm gonna say this: do we really look at Lennox Lewis as a black fighter, or do we look at him as a fighter from England? Okay, so that doesn't count.
But he fought. He had his training was.
You name me some fighters who you're talking about who had one loss and they were buried. Who?
Shit, every one lost guy that fights nowadays get buried after one, especially if he black.
You're asking us to name names, bro. I mean, I can't.
I got. Like I said, I'm just speaking up for why these young fighters don't want to take these chances. Since Floyd Mayweather, I'm gonna say since the greatness of Floyd Mayweather established the undefeated as the benchmark. Name me fighters who've been able to get that second opportunity after the loss. Name me promoters who put guys in 50-50 fights since that became a benchmark. We might see one 50-50 fight every 5 years.
Adrian Broner.
When he lost, where he go? Scrappy.
Yeah, he still kept on. He kept on.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. He kept getting fights. But the concept of greatness and the large sums of money, that was out the window.
Yeah.
That was out the window.
Say Vaughn, of course.
Well, he acted himself out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
He still ended up fighting Pacquiao.
He was the B side. Come on, I ain't talking about bringing the guy in as the B side. I'm talking about these. Come on, man. Come on, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. These guys who were born in their A's after they took that loss, they were B-side guys, especially if you're black.
Like I said before, Floyd changed the game. All that's
correct.
That's after Floyd came up. Floyd changed the game.
And you're right. But that's what I'm talking about. That's why these young guys ain't trying to be the. It's like asking the 5 best college basketball players to go to Bowie State, and you try to sell them on how great they could be instead of going to Kentucky. They ain't taking that. Once again, they're not taking the chance that I'm not going to be the guy that makes it to the NBA. If I go to Bowie State and I'm one of the 5, or us 5 go there, maybe 2 of us make it to the next level, but all 5 not. That's what I'm looking at. And I'm saying that from the aspect of even with my son. My son is the jump out the window guy. And sometimes I try to be the voice of reason. He said it to you, Hardcore. Man, my father was trying to say, nah, we ain't gonna take this fight. We're gonna take the one that they want to give us. Then we go to that. My son was like, Dad, how many times you had a headache from me getting knocked out? I said, never. He said, so if that's the case, why are you worried? So he wanted to jump out there and take that fight. But under normal circumstances, these other young fighters, like I said to Jay Hardcore, if you got a guy that you say is the best at something right now or the best young prospect, and you want to contend that with what I've always said about my son, let him fight Pete Dobson in his first 10 rounder. It was crickets. You ain't hear nobody jumping out there because they don't have faith in them dudes. And once again, they know one loss, especially to a guy that they don't have as a great guy, just losing to a good guy is almost like suicide.
Hold on, put something up. Mike Garner says, hold up. Most of the fighters doesn't make a lot of money. It's only a handful that make a lot of money.
That is true, but in order to get to the money, you got to be the handful that made the little money. And if you put the average guy, just the average young prospect, in a situation, I'll use my son. I don't like to use nobody. I'll use my son. Hardcore. How many guys with 8 fights are taking the Pete Dobson fight at welterweight? With 8 fights, your first 10 rounder, how many of them taking it?
I can't think of a lot that would do it.
Not many.
I can't think of none. If they at the same position, they're not gonna take that fight. Their team ain't even gonna entertain that fight. Hardcore, me and you talk offline. You was like, boy, this is a dangerous fight for your son. Come on, man. And I respect that. Greg Hackett, a couple other people, they say, hey, bro, you're taking a hell of a chance in this being Shawty's 9th pro fight. But once again, he said, I'm that good. It's your job to get me ready for the fight. It's my job to carry out the plan. These coaches ain't training these kids like that. Half of these coaches, more than half of them, ain't never been in a hell of an argument, let alone a fight.
Oh, my goodness.
So when you got these kids who put their whole life in boxing, they've been boxing since they were 6 or 7. They get up to 20, 21, 22, and they got a good pro career going. That's the first time they look at these people and say, you ain't never been in an argument, but you want me to take this fight. You got these dudes, y'all know y'all coaches too, before y'all came to this point, especially Marvin. Marvin know. You get dudes, coaches talking about, man, we can't get no sparring for my kid. All right, bring him up. Who he gonna spar with? Why you ask that? Why is that your next question? You said you can't get no sparring. This kid is great. Just bring him to the gym and we got work. Let me know who it is he got to work with first. That's not great. That's not great. But that's what they doing. That's what they doing. So when you got a coach that's doing that, some of that I put on a fighter. He's showing his coach something in the gym that if I put him in front of the wrong situation, he's going to be a forgotten story.
Well, like I always say, there's a difference between a coach and a trainer.
Yep. 100%. And people get mad when I say that, coach. They get mad at me when I say that. Man,
Because
you go in gym.
Want.
They'll tell me, man, you go in the gym and this experienced coach in there, Kenny, Calvin, even Coach Marvin, and they'll say, hey, man, your son will probably be better doing this. And you be like, all right, let me see. Show my son and that. They take offense to that. That's how I know they ain't coaches. Why you not securing what you can teach the kid? You think the kid gonna learn something and then he question what you teach him? Them real problems. So I don't blame these kids for not taking their chance. They know damn well I can name, and I would never throw a young prospect under the bus, but I can name 5 or 6 of them that will not take a hard-ass fight because their team is so discombobulated in concept that the kid know him will get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he already know it. Yep. You all y'all know is certain dudes as far back as y'all know y'all can go. When their team said can't none of y'all beat them, the older guys they ain't thinking about him because he coming along. But you ain't got no prospects saying they could beat him or their coaches because they know he gonna beat shit down their leg. He know he gonna beat shit down his leg.
All right, well, we got Devin Haney. Devin Haney said he's coming back to fight. So instead of that 1 year, he's been gone for 3 months. He said he's ready to fight again. Who would y'all put him in here with next? Would you fight him at 140? Would you fight him at 147? What would y'all do? And against who?
He's talking about
47.
47, Marvin?
Yeah.
Who would you bring him in against on
Oops.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Nah, if he was my kid, we're gonna take a comeback joint, see how you feel at the 47 weight. Then we'll take a mid-level guy, and then after that, I think he could jump into a championship. I think that I think Devin, with the way he got beat, damn the Osterine, the way he got beat, he really need to take a mid-level guy or a soft comeback, and then get right back in the ring. I think he need to see if he could take the power of a welterweight, because he might have topped out at the 140, being able to take the power. It ain't giving the punch; it's taking that motherfucker.
Anybody else? Who would y'all put him in? What weight class? And who would y'all fight him with next?
I mean, dude, the big money fight, the multi-million-dollar fight, is a rematch with Ryan Garcia.
You got to make it to that fight, because my thing is this.
I'm saying right now, man. Let me finish, Jay.
Okay, go ahead.
I think he should test the waters at 147. If they hit too hard, go back to 140. But he can still fight right now. He's got another 9 months before Ryan Garcia's suspension. But I think that's the multi-million-dollar fight. And man, you know, I think as a man, I think that's the fight that he really wants. And Garcia, bro, that's a huge payday. That's ripened fruit right there. I don't know how any business father, mother, brother, anybody in boxing wouldn't want that fight. You know, make that fight. Retirement.
See, George, agree with me. I mean, Coach Gas, agree with me. See, he got 9 months. He can get 2 fights in before he got to get ready for a rematch with Garcia at 47.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm taking 2.
They licking their chops now. They feel though he's been exposed and everything. So the target is on his back, and everybody's going to come for him now.
Yeah, so that's why we taking 2 medium to soft, and then we going back at the Ryan Garcia fight. Because even if he get knocked out again, the paycheck gonna be enormous.
Yeah, and he got to get that confidence back.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you got to put him in with a mid-level guy. And if he don't look good against 2 mid-level guys, we might have to take 2 more fights. Because I got to see if he gunshot from that. If he all the way gunshot and we can't fix it, then I'm not going to put this kid in there to get killed.
Right.
Good points, man. Yeah, I just worried about that, man, you know, because he got to make it to that Ryan fight, man, you know. So
yeah, we got to see what he look like.
See what's left. So we got to give him a Joe Cordina.
I think I bring in some high level sparring before I did even thinking about when we're gonna fight again. I would probably bring some high level sparring and see what happens with high level sparring before I throw him back in the water. Period.
High level sparring might take his confidence away from him.
Yeah,
and then at least I know before I got him killed. Yeah, but you know they can control the situation of the sparring. Who they bring in. No, it ain't no camera, so it ain't no film of it, and then go from there. If he don't look good in there, I think we need to take some more time not boxing. Because if you look at Adrian Brown that says that man down to fight, man, he been gun shy as hell.
Oh Lord.
And he's got that history with Teofimo Lopez too. They could definitely build an angle up with those two.
Yeah,
right.
Look, I'm going to say something very controversial right now. I know if it's on air, right? But I gotta say, personally, I think Paulie beat Bronner. I told people they didn't give my.
That's not too controversial.
What I'm getting to say is, I don't think they gave Malignaggi that win because they knew they couldn't sell Malignaggi. Nobody's going to pay to see Malignaggi. Well, back then in a pay-per-view fight or anything like that. So they had to give that fight to Bronner. But Malignaggi boxed his ears that night.
Yeah, but Adrian wasn't.
Because he fought him exactly the way I said he should, and my son could come on here and verify what I'm saying.
Well, Broner never got that pay-per-view fight until he fought Pacquiao.
And he did it that night. It's just that, like I said, he got robbed because they couldn't sell him.
Yeah, I mean, I can go with that, but I think if you put Adrian Bronner and Paulie Malignaggi fight, and you say Paulie won, if you rematch the Adrian Bronner now with Paulie Malignaggi, Paulie will probably get a damn knockout.
Oh my goodness, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
I mean, but Adrian is Adrian got shot. Adrian don't even want to put it. The greatness of Adrian, he would put himself in predicaments to get hit. He knew his speed and power to get him. But when he stopped having faith that he could take a shot, he didn't lose his speed or power. He lost that desire to put himself in harm's way.
He lost that heart.
Yeah. Now see, Kete, what's his name? McDonough. All he did was fight the same Paulie fight. He fought him exactly the same way. The only difference was McDonough had power, so he could exploit the defects and the flaws of Bronner. But basically, the way they both fought him was my blueprint to beat Bronner anyway. And I swear, I wish my son was here that could verify this, because I told him what Paulie had to do because he fought him first. And I said, Paulie has to this, that, and the other. He did verbatim everything I said he needed to do, and clearly won that fight that night. And I told you why they didn't give him the decision. They knew they couldn't sell it. And so McDonough piggybacked that for exactly the same fight, and dusted him off because he had the power to take him down and stuff like that. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with
You're going through a little turbulence right now. Yeah, you're breaking up right now.
Like, they couldn't lease him. They couldn't lease him for 5 or 6 nights because the first person they put him in there after that with, they was gonna purchase him. It was gonna be over.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. That was gonna be over. So I give you that. You know, like I said, it's.
Let me pay our sponsors real quick, man. I'm supposed to been played this. Let me play it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 1 second. Bear with me. Hopefully I got this correct.
Yo, the JBT is back at you with another raffle. This time we'll be giving away an iPad, 10th generation iPad, on entertainment in the pocket of your hand. So you wonder, how do you get this iPad? It's only $10. We're giving away block specials for all our prizes this time around. $10 per entry. 3 entries for just $25 to get you in this time. Who don't love a block special? Not only are we giving away an iPad, but it's more gifts. We don't love gifts. Gifts on top of gifts. Send that money, JBT Network 1, JBT Network 1, JBT Network 1. Now, what you see is the other prizes now? We linked up with Kenichi Bear. Noise canceling headphones from the young brother straight from Baltimore, Maryland. So, if you want an addition to your $10, you get a secondary prize if you don't win the first prize. And then, don't forget, we got more. Don't win the first prize, don't win the second prize. Who don't need an air fryer? We're giving away a Ninja air fryer. Get your food right, eat healthy, get right. All on the JBT. $10 once again. I'll get you all of this. Your chance is golden. You got to be in it to win it. If you ain't in it, you don't get no prize. $10, JBT Network 1. Good luck. It's on you.
All righty. All right, let me turn this damn thing off. All right, there we go. Yes, indeed, man. All you got to do is send $10 to JBT Network 1 to get you in for the drawing. You get a chance. Last time we gave away a 55-inch television. One person won. This time, 3 different people have a chance to win 3 different gifts, man. Or maybe somebody spends 3 for $25 and win all 3 gifts. I mean, lightning strikes twice, 3 times. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All I'm saying is JBT Network 1, you can win. Send your money in, and we're gonna have that drawing the same night of Beterbiev and Bivol fight. We're gonna have the drawing that night to see who wins that October the 12th. All right, that's all I did what I was supposed to do. All righty. Well, anything else, fellas?
Canelo and Berlanga. What do you think about that, fellas?
Oh Lord.
Oh no, I had to.
Canelo by 5.
Okay, I'll go for that.
Bruce, what you think?
Yeah, that's a joke fight. Canelo dominating 5, 6, 7. I don't know, but it's a pretty poor fight. When we want to see Canelo fight Beterbiev, we've been wanting to see that fight for years. I don't get it. You want to play boxing, you want to throw these garbage fights our way. We might as well go watch Floyd Mayweather fight John Gotti III all over again.
No, I'm good with that. I'm done. They could throw another on with them 2 next week, and I'm not watching. I'm not watching any more Floyd sideshow fights. I can't do it.
I get a good buzz on, and I just turn it on, and I float with it.
Man, I was struggling trying to stay awake.
You're not gonna fight it. You're not gonna fight it, brother. You might as well join it.
Look, I heard a guy say this morning. He said, "I didn't pay for that fight, and I wanted my money back."
Hey man, I should drop my PayPal to them when I watch those fights. You should send me a check for watching that thing, man.
All right, burning desires, fellas, burning desires, man. What you want to say before y'all roll out, brother Umar? What you got for us before you roll, brother?
Yeah. Remember I told you about where's what's the name? Oh man, where's that? Al or Joe or one of them gonna be on this show Tuesday morning.
Tuesday. Okay, yeah, Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, right? Okay.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Channel 13, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. They're gonna be talking about the gym, right? Your gym?
Right.
Okay. We'll make sure we check that out. All righty. Okay, Mr. Will, what you got for me before you roll out?
Give us some good competitive fights for the rest of the year. That's all. Just mixing it up a bit because I'm tired of these ridiculous fights we're putting together right now. Like we were just talking about Canelo and Berlanga. That shouldn't even happen. That's a pointless fight, but I'm going to watch, So. That's the sad part.
Yeah, because you're a degenerate.
But, yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right, Bruce, what you got for us, Bruce?
Pleasure to be here once again, man, and good talking boxing with the OGs, and my brother, Mr. Hacker, he wanted to speak a lot on these modern boxers who are afraid of getting those L's. But I come from the old school where an L doesn't mean anything. If you get an L in a good fight, that's a badge of courage, man. And that's why I can't stress that enough. And these fighters today should understand that. That's not the end of your career. You look good in there, and that's just going to elevate you. So I love talking boxing, brother Jay, brother Umar, brother Mr. Will. I'll see you cats next weekend.
All right, Bruce.
Okay. All right, Bruce.
It seems like everybody that fought Tank career went up so far, and
Exactly.
they lost.
If they kept fighting, man, we haven't seen Santa Cruz since.
Yeah, that's right. He made some good money during his time, though. So
Look what happened to the old man Barroso after he got beat by Rowley after that crummy decision.
Yeah,
he's getting a lot of breaks now. Man, he should be on this show with us OGs, man. He's about
that's
he's
true.
about
yeah.
He did this thing on Rolly. I see Rolly's got a fight coming up too.
Oh,
Yeah, he's fighting on the Berlanga undercard.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
at the SD card.
Yeah, yeah.
He throwing punches like he throwing a baseball, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he, trying to throw a strike or something, man.
Yeah.
A little squeak on those punches too.
Yeah.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
All right, well, listen there, man. It was definitely another pleasure to be in here with you all, man. I've always learned something every time I'm in here with y'all fellas, man. And I love the boxing talk, man, that we have. And I'm pretty much sure everybody that watches the show loves it as well. Other than that, man, till we do it again next Sunday, let's get it. Salute.
Hey Jay, stay on for a second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Other than that, man, I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody that showed up today, man, and watched the show. I thank everybody in the chat as well. My peekaboo shorties, I like to say hello to all y'all. To my mighty voyagers, you know who you are, the ones that like to watch. Salute, 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 salute. Y'all take it
See
easy,
everybody
man.
next week.
All right,
Yes,
y'all.
indeed. Peace out.
Peace.
Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, and I'm out of here. Peace. How you turn this damn thing off? And we're out.